that's how I said. I said that's how the Walking Dead series should have ended on the TV show, because there was a whole fan theory, and granted, it never really had much traction, but there was a whole fan theory that, like, the whole Walking Dead as a whole, like all the zombies and the survival and, you know, killing Shane and all this stuff was supposed to be a dream in Rick's coma. And then, you know, at the end of the series, he would wake up surrounded by Shane, Lori, Carl, and he'd, you know, be in the hospital bed and all that, and then everything was just normal again. And I was like, The Walking Dead... So I have an opinion. I'm actually about to go on a rant here, because I have an opinion about TV shows like The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead got weird.
Pretty fast, too.
Yeah, I couldn't watch after season 7.
I don't remember. Like, which one was it when, So...
Was it when Negan showed up and killed Glenn, or...
Yeah, what season?
I would say spoiler alert, but, like, the show's been out for a while.
Everybody knows that. What season?
I think that was season 7. I think it was, like, the very end of season... They teased it in the end of season 6, and then season 7.
I saw that, and then I ended up seeing, like, the first few minutes of just to see who died.
Right.
But when I found out they killed 2 people...
Yeah.
And one of them was Glenn, I'm like... So I'm kind of over it.
Yeah. So I kind of got mad at that one, because, like, everyone... I had a very sneaky suspicion that they were going to kill Glenn, because that's what happens to Glenn in the comics. They kill him.
I never read
Now, there was the possibility that they would go... That he wouldn't, because the director for The Walking Dead, the series, the TV show, liked to change a lot of things from the comic books for TV adaptation, because he wanted you to go and also read the comics. So he's like, he wanted you to be able to read the comics for the first time and watch the TV show for the first time. He didn't want, like, one to spoil the other, basically. So he would take the, like, similar concepts and locations, but and even the characters, but he would change a lot of the actions and stuff, so that there's still a little mystery between the two.
Okay.
So I was like, you know, knowing that, I was like, okay, maybe he doesn't kill Glenn, but I'm pretty sure he does, because this is how Glenn dies in the comics. And then when the first thing that happens is he killed Abraham, I was like, oh, maybe Glenn survives. And then I don't know where he kills Glenn. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm over it now. I don't care. I'm done.
Yeah, like, just kind of after that. Well, I was already getting kind of over it,
right?
Like over time, because it was always they find someplace good and they get taken away.
Yeah,
they find someplace good, someone comes and raids it. Yeah. Find someone. It was the same thing over and over. And I was like, this is kind of getting boring.
Yeah, if I rewatch it,
plus I was already in the military or had been in the military, and their guns were killing me, man.
Yeah,
it's like, so anyway, that's a whole nother side note. But the like that first couple seasons, I was like, heck yeah, I'm into this. My wife and I, we loved going to, like, because when we were getting into it really bad, like really deep, we were living in California,
right?
So we would go to the Walking Dead, what do they call it? The Hollywood Horror Nights in Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
So, and they had some pretty cool stuff for that one. And so we were like super into it. And then, but after a while, we were just like, we kind of like the stuff in Hollywood or at Universal Studios way better than the show right now. It's like,
I saw some stuff at Universal Studios, like the Halloween Horror Nights stuff. That was pretty cool. So in season 3, what was the name of that town in season 3 run by the governor?
Oh, I don't remember.
I
know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, so I actually been on the street where they filmed that for that where the governor ran this street. I was actually on the street where they filmed all that.
Nice.
And they actually have a Walking Dead store to contribute where they did that. There's also, like, an area where they burned a church in one of the seasons. I don't know if it was exactly season 3. But I saw the church that they burned for the show. And then I think I even bought, I can't remember where I put it, but I bought a knife over there from the store. I saw the door that they had that says "Don't Dead, open inside." Yeah, a little bit of forward thinking probably would have changed that.
It's like, hold up.
It's like humans don't read like this. They read like that.
Right.
So it's like, "Don't Dead, open inside."
Unless you're from, like, Asia.
right?
That's gonna read that way.
Yeah,
and they're supposed to be in Georgia,
right? And so like I actually saw a lot of those cool stuff. And it was really cool to be on that street to see where they filmed it because it was in not Savannah, Georgia. It was like it was in Atlanta, I think, but where we were staying at the time was like an hour outside of Atlanta, so we made the trip. But yeah, so right at it, like it kept like what you were saying, it was getting kind of old. It kept getting weirder.
Yeah,
and it like by like season, I think they have like 11 seasons. By like season 11, they're running around looking like, like great value stormtroopers. And like the costume designs they had was sucked. And then apparently in a new spinoff series, Daryl that focuses on Daryl, he ended up in France. Guess how he ended up in France? He got knocked out and tied to a barrel, and on current floated from America to France.
That's okay.
That dude is dead.
Because I thought about I considered watching the Daryl and Carol spinoff because those are like my two favorite characters, especially Carol.
Yeah,
like, I was one of those guys who's like, you know what? I almost was okay with watching the rest of the show just because Carol was there, but then I was like, getting too old.
So funny enough, my sister actually hates Carol. She hates Carol.
She's my favorite.
She ran a Walking Dead fan page, and she would always post that one scene where Carol got hit by a car. And someone was like, okay, we get it. Can you post something else? And then she literally made a meme out of that comment where she's like, you want to see me do it again? And then it just, that same thing over and over and over again.
I love Carol, man.
I'm kind of indifferent to Carol, but like I don't know why. She hates Carol with a passion.
Makes me wonder why.
I don't know. I got to ask her about that.
All I know is that she was the only one that ever made sense.
Yeah.
It's like,
look at the flowers, Lizzie.
Like,
just look at the flowers.
She did what had to be done all the time. I'm like,
yeah,
heck yeah.
And she had a conscience about it too.
Yep.
But Daryl was probably my favorite just because he was such a survivalist.
Yep.
Like very much outdoorsman. In that scenario, crossbow was kind of a smart choice. As long as you can get more than one shot off. But yeah, like after like 11 seasons, it just got weird. And I couldn't.
I wouldn't know. I didn't.
So I cut after season 7, and then I would see like snippets of like. Actually, I think I watched closer to season 8 because I did catch a little bit of. I tried to like tough it out, and it because I was like, season 2 was kind of a lull, but I still liked it, especially the way it ended. I thought was really cool, but it just but yeah, like I tried to tough it out, and I just couldn't, and so. I would see snippets of like season 10, season 11 and stuff.
Did you ever try to watch the Fear of the Walking Dead?
Yeah.
I watched one episode. I couldn't stand it.
So again, it's kind of similar to that. Like first couple seasons, I think were the best because it's like where it all begins and how it all started because we didn't see that part since Rick was in the coma.
Mm-hmm.
First couple seasons, I liked it, but then it got old very quick. That one got old really quickly.
Yeah,
because eventually it just turns into the regular Walking Dead.
Exactly.
It's supposed to be a precursor.
Yeah, so it's like, but then it'll blend.
Yeah,
it's inevitable. The precursor is like a week.
Right.
It's like they would have had to say basically have a precursor in which, Rick was in a coma for like 10 years.
Yeah.
to get any kind of mileage out of it.
Right. Which also doesn't make any sense because Rick was very young in the first season. So.
Exactly. So, but here's the thing: the moment that I said I'm not gonna watch this show anymore was when the guy handed the dude a shotgun and said it had a choke inside of it,
which spread it out more.
Made it spread more.
Yep. Which I saw that. I was like, no. That's not how that works.
It's the exact opposite of what you just said.
Exactly.
It's like it literally chokes.
Like I got into that one a lot, but putting that aside, that dude was honestly probably my favorite character.
Yeah,
because that dude was he was I think a freedom fighter in like Cuba or something.
Something. Yeah.
And he was trained by the CIA to be like a freedom fighter. So this dude was like,
but he didn't know what a choke does.
Yeah, I know that one line made me mad, but he was like hardcore. And so I was like, that guy, he was my favorite character. So kind of, I think up until the point he died, I was like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's just one of those. It was kind of like It's been a few.
But one thing I don't like is if I'm gonna make a series, right? If I'm gonna make like a TV show, I'm gonna start by creating the beginning and the end first, so I know where it starts and I know where it ends, and then everything I will fill out everything in between after that. Because what I really hate, and Walking Dead is a victim of this, is you create a series where it all starts, and then you have like a bunch of material that you want to use, and then once you use it all, you don't know what to do, but you still want to keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
And so then you just keep creating new stuff, and that's how we get Daryl Dixon floating on a barrel to Europe from the United States.
Right.
Like, how many days would that take
like
by floating on a barrel with nothing but current to drive you there?
Yeah, there's like
assuming no storm sank you.
There's like a few. There's only been a few series that they actually had like a beginning and end.
Yeah.
And they left what was supposed to happen at the end for the end.
Right.
Right. I think Battlestar Galactica was one of them.
Yeah.
You ever see that one?
I have not.
So Battlestar Galactica, it's a sci-fi one. But I'm not gonna give you an ending but anyway, because I don't know if anyone actually would like to watch that one because that was actually a pretty good one.
Mm-hmm.
But they have an actual like legit. This is how it begins, and this is where it's gonna be ending. This is how everything happens in between.
Right.
Right. And the interesting thing is the way they designed it is basically it's a continuous cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Like this kind of thing always essentially happens.
Right.
So what's happening like right now, eventually it'll end up circling back into what that story was, sort of, right? It might not be the exact story, but that kind of thing, that cycle will always happen, right? So that's kind of how they play around with it. But then you have other shows that are the shows that I really can't stand were the ones that Fox always canceled.
Yeah.
If it was a good show, the Fox was going to cancel it.
Yeah.
Like Firefly and what was the other show? Terminator, the Terminator show, Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Mm-hmm. It's like I can't stand a show that has no end in sight.
Yeah.
Because very often, like, I would much rather have a show where I know where it begins and I know how it ends, and I just got to fill out everything in between. Because I'd much rather have a show that only has like 3 seasons, but it ended on a very good high note and had a very good conclusion that gives the viewer closure, makes them realize, okay, I know everything that happened here, rather than have a show that runs for like 11 seasons, but then by like season 4, we're like, okay, so we used all of our original ideas. We need new ones to top the last ones. And then that's how you get all this like obnoxious stuff like happening where like you watch one episode and it's like, really? It's like they apparently believed like in the Daryl Dixon show, apparently they believe like, oh, like he's meant to escort the chosen one or whatever that's supposed to care. He gets there with like a bunch of nuns that help him, and they have a kid who's the chosen one or whatever, and then he's got to escort them to get that kid to safety so he can, I don't know, do whatever, I guess, get rid of all the dead people. It is such a weird show.
I know.
It's like, and there's no end in sight for it because now everyone's doing spin-offs, and I'm like
yeah, I thought Walking Dead needs to die.
Here's the thing.
He really needs to die.
Here's the thing. If you're gonna make a TV show or a movie series or anything, at some point you're gonna have to old yeller that thing. No, all right, and that's guaranteed. I don't work in show business, but I know enough about show business to know at some point you will have to kill your franchise. You will have to kill your series.
On a side note, Firefly is getting a reboot.
Yeah, isn't it an animated reboot too?
No.
Are you sure? I thought Nathan Fillion was talking about it being animated.
I sure hope not.
I don't know. We'll confirm that later.
Yeah, because
I could have sworn you were talking about it, but
everything I was seeing was them talking about all of them were coming together to do an actual show that's after the events of Serenity, like a few years afterward.
Oh. I didn't watch that.
I
Anyways.
swear, if it's animated, I will personally find the producers. Use your imagination.
But yeah, at some point, you're gonna have to kill your own series, and you're gonna have to old yeller that thing. The question is, if you're gonna old yeller it, do you want people to remember it fondly from beginning to end, or do you want people to be like, oh, in the beginning it was great, but in the end it's like
it went too long.
Yeah, it's like because eventually the whole series just collapses under its own weight. Because like look at was it like Fast and Furious 8 now or Fast and Furious 9 where they're literally driving cars in space,
right?
It's like I'm sorry. It's like, but no, it's like, what are we watching? The prequel to the prequel trilogy of Star Wars? This is Star Wars prehistoric times, apparently.
The only show that I've actually liked, for the most part, even though it lasted like 10 seasons, I enjoyed all the seasons. Even though the latter seasons obviously were a little less because certain characters were getting a little too old.
Yeah.
So they were having to get new people in there. But it was still pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
Was Stargate SG-1.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, and I also like the spin-off, the Stargate Atlantis. So I like those. It was a pretty good show. I was actually addicted to that show in the Army.
Right.
It's like I would just come back from a hard day of work, just put it into my computer and just watch it. Just binge watch.
Mm-hmm.
I would just buy the DVD sets and just binge watch them. But then that one also, they decided they were going to go on to a third type, like a third spinoff or a second spinoff, and that one was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I think it lasted 1 to 2 seasons. I think maybe not even 2 seasons. I think it might have just been 1 season.
Mm-hmm.
But they were trying too hard to make it feel more like Battlestar Galactica.
Mm-hmm.
And it completely changed the way it felt. Like it didn't feel like Stargate.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, and of course that was when they were really pushing agendas.
Right.
So it was just like, we get it. This person's a lesbian.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't. Why are you keep hitting us with this? Why are you doing this? Right.
Right.
Like there was this one time. I'll tell you, like this one scene. So apparently, so then the idea is like they're stuck on like this space vessel way out in wherever, right? And they can't get back home. They're stuck there.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this technology that allows them to put their conscience inside of a person on Earth,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I don't know, I can't remember how it worked, but allegedly they can do that. So guess what the lesbian does?
What?
Puts her consciousness into another woman so she could do the dirty with her significant other. That's like her thing. Her defining thing is like, why?
Mm-hmm.
That of all the things that you could use that for, that was the thing you wanted. That was the thing that was important to the producers. After that, I was just like, I'm over it. I'm done.
Yeah.
It's like, my beloved Stargate is dead.
Like I said, at some point you'll have to old yeller it.
Eventually, it does implode on itself.
Yeah.
But
it's like if I were to make a series, and
I ruled the world,
and I've talked to you about that before. I actually would like to make a series. If I could get involved in like show business in the sense of like creating, I would love to.
There's no
but
business like show business.
That costs millions of dollars that I do not have.
Billions and billions.
Yeah. Especially if you're like James Cameron making Avatar. Isn't that James Cameron or is that someone else? Yeah.
Yeah, that's James.
Yeah, that has billions of dollars. But yeah, so it's like at some point in time, you'll either have to just kill the series, in which case, in my opinion, it's better to do that on a high note. It's better to like give a solid conclusion that gives the viewer closure. Like, this is the end. They go back to their normal lives after this, whatever. Versus like running out, going through with all your ideas that you originally had, and then running out and having to do a whole bunch of new ideas that top that, and then running out again and trying to find new ideas that end up just getting crazier and crazier. And then eventually it ends because people are looking at it and going, I can't watch this anymore. It's too much. This is ridiculous.
Yep, pretty much. Like after a while, it's just like, where did all the? We watched it because it was grounded in reality. Now, why are they doing all these other?
Why are they driving cars in space?
Why are they driving cars in space?
It's like, I will never.
No,
get over that.
unless the series starts out crazy, then it might be okay.
Maybe we should like test that.
Well,
I don't know. We should find a very cheap way, like maybe through YouTube, where we make a series that starts off absolutely wild, like absolutely crazy, and then but slowly as the seasons go on, gets grounded into reality.
it's the opposite
It's like
direction.
the opposite direction, and so people are like, "Yeah, in the beginning it was really weird, but toward the end it got really good."
Right? It's just
Like-
reverse psychology.
It's like,
That's like,
it's like that's how we got like 39 seasons of the Devin and Eric show or whatever.
right. It's like that's like what was that show back in the day? You're way before your time. It's called Cadillacs and Dinosaurs.
I never watched that.
Yeah, it's literally about people who get stuck. I can't remember if it was dinosaurs that ended up back into our world or our modern age, or if they got pulled into like the prehistoric. I can't remember
Mhm.
which direction it went. But all I know is that all the people had Cadillacs,
Mhm.
and they would use these Cadillacs to capture dinosaurs or wrangle dinosaurs, or and you
Mhm.
had the bad guys who want to like take over the dinosaurs or just things like that, right? But it was all Cadillacs and dinosaurs. It was like, I was like, it started out crazy, and it was crazy,
Right.
It would be like GI Joe. GI Joe started out crazy. Transformers were nuts. So
Yeah.
it's like, so
I mean, the thing is, I mean, I mean, granted, I don't know what the old series was like, but it's like when it comes to fiction like that, like the suspension of disbelief, like obviously giant robots are not going to fall from space, and
you don't know
if
that.
you know what? Maybe I don't, but I am 99%
Like,
confident.
I'm confident it's not going to happen.
So, but yeah, it's like, I mean, I can suspend disbelief for something like that, but what I can't do is like they go from like fighting with like guns and knives and fist fights and stuff like that to now they found a secret base on the moon and now they gotta build their own rocket from scraps in a dump to get there so they can destroy it with another atomic bomb and then crash the moon into the earth and somehow everyone survives. It's like that's where it gets weird for me. And it's like, because it started off grounded in reality, but then it just went out there, like way out there.
Yeah.
But like movies like Star Wars, like almost none of that is real because it's literally space wizards.
Right?
It's like with
you
space
can,
wizards
you can go pretty
with
crazy, and it's never as crazy as probably what it's already done.
right. It's like Star Wars is about space wizards with telekinesis powers and plasma swords.
Yep.
It's like none of that is really real per se, but at least it does
laser swords.
I mean, sort of, but not really.
No, that's what I'm just saying. That's what they call them, even in the lore. Is like laser swords. It's like,
It's
not
not laser.
really.
Like light is not made up of matter; it doesn't clash. So
It is particles, though.
it's particles, but it won't clash. It won't clash like the way lightsabers do.
Right.
So, but it's like starting off like that kind of wild is okay for me because it's like okay, it's still built around a logic that makes sense for that universe. But like I know I referenced it twice already, but I'm gonna do it a third time because holy cow, this is stupid. Fast and Furious, where it's literally people street racing and drag racing, right? And then it's like now they're getting involved with law enforcement to help stop crime syndicates, and then by like the 9th one or 10th one or whatever, now they're flying cars in space.
Right.
And it's like, hello.
It's like because I remember because I never saw them. I never watched them.
I watched the first two, and I think it was 5 when because that was when Paul Walker died.
Yeah.
And that was like the very last film. So I watched that one, and then I think that was it.
Because in the first one, from what I understand, isn't it a movie about them being like they're essentially criminals?
Yeah.
And that's
well. So Vin Diesel's character is a criminal, and if I remember correctly, Paul Walker's character was undercover law enforcement who was embedding himself.
Gotcha.
So, but yes, Vin Diesel was a criminal.
Yeah. So it was basically a crime type. It was similar to what the Gone in 60 Seconds or whatever those kind of movies.
Right.
So having not only been familiar with like those earlier movies of like what they were supposed to be, later down the road, I'm at the movie theater and I see one of the later ones. I'm like, wasn't this movie supposed to be like Gone in 60 Seconds? When did it become like a sci-fi action movie?
Exactly.
It's like, I was like, this kind of turn.
And like, you know, a very similar premise even for like Marvel, because like Marvel is like, you know, we started off. I mean, actually, we started off with the Incredible Hulk, because that was what led into like all the Avengers stuff. I think because the Incredible Hulk came out before Iron Man, right?
So technically, now. The first one was the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yeah,
in all technicality.
Yeah.
And now with the whole multiverse thing.
Yeah. Well, exactly, right. So, well, putting that aside, like I think.
Yeah, but the very first one that really truly kicked it off was the Iron Man.
Was it Iron Man or was it?
So
wasn't it the Incredible Hulk?
The Incredible Hulk was, I think, was the first one, but it wasn't as a runaway. It isn't the one that was like, okay, this can happen.
Well, there was an end credit scene at the end of that one where Tony Stark came.
Right, but they didn't. But that movie didn't like. Iron Man basically gave it its jolt.
Mm-hmm.
The first, because remember, they even retconned that first the Incredible Hulk one.
Right.
So
because
not even the same actor, not even the same look.
Yeah,
they completely retconned it because it wasn't as good.
Yeah,
as
because they put the end credit scene in there because it was supposed to jolt it, and that it didn't perform as well. Which I don't know why. That was actually a good movie.
It was. Okay.
I liked that movie.
Hot take, real hot take, actually.
We love you, Josh.
The Eric Bana one was not a bad one. I actually like that one.
Eric Bana?
Yeah.
I mean, Eric Bana?
Yeah, I mean, the guy, is that his first? Yeah, Eric Bana.
Bruce Banner.
No, that's the character. Eric Bana is the actor who plays him in the original. That
was supposed to kick off the.
Not that one.
Oh, before that one.
Before that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was the one that was with it was back during the earlier Daredevil movie and.
Oh yeah, with like Ben Affleck.
Yeah, because they were all those were all the ones where they were like trying to ride on the skirt tails of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies, because he was doing really well, and everyone else was second string essentially. But I actually liked that first one, first Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, because I'm talking about there because I think that was the Hulk.
Yeah, that was
Incredible Hulk.
I know what you're talking about.
Who played the Incredible
Hulk? Crap. The guy who played on Fight Club.
Yeah, it's not Ben, is it?
I don't remember.
Incredible Hulk in 2008. Let me see. Maybe it's Ben something. Cast. There you go. No, Ed Norton.
Ed Norton.
Yeah, it was Ed Norton. Yeah. No one Ben something. It was Ed Norton. But yeah, I actually like that one a lot. I don't know why that one performed, and they brought Abomination back into it. I guess another pet peeve I have with that in She-Hulk, they retconned Abomination.
I never saw She-Hulk. So.
I only saw the scene, but like he basically had a hearing because She-Hulk's a lawyer, and he had a hearing where he was like, I thought I was just a soldier following orders. I was like, bro, you were slaughtering innocent civilians. No, you did not.
It's like, yeah,
it's like you go back to the movie where all this happened. And they got the same actor to play the guy who played it in The Incredible Hulk 2. And I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah, because I remember, because here's the thing, when the Avengers came out, the first one, and they showed the new version of The Incredible Hulk, I thought that was like the official first version, first time they were bringing him into the MCU, because of how different it was from that other movie.
Right.
So I had thought that was just a flub. They screwed up and they were like, Iron Man's the real kickoff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, I always forget that it's technically that was supposed to be the first one, but because it was so different now, it was like, might as well not be.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, and to be fair, they didn't even really like indicate anything with it because they only did it through an end credit scene, and that was it.
Yeah.
But other than that, if you didn't see the end credit scene, then the Incredible Hulk was just a standalone.
which I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't
it was a post credit scene. But yeah, it's like that was supposed to kick everything off, and then like the Avengers, like their individual movies like Thor and Captain America, those were pretty good. Then you got like Age of Ultron, which one thing I didn't like about Age of Ultron is you had to watch the Agents of Shield series, which I think was like 6 or 7 seasons to understand why they were going to that, why they were in that location to begin with. Which
I mean, I guess, but I watched it without watching the series, and it didn't bother me.
yeah, me too. I was like, I didn't like Agents of Shield that much.
I didn't watch it.
I thought it was.
So.
I watched like half of an episode, and I thought it was mid.
I actually haven't watched any of the MCU series.
Yeah,
like TV. Although I do kind of want to watch the Loki series.
That one was interesting.
I haven't.
Loki kisses himself.
Well, yeah, I knew that part. Yeah. I just want to watch it for alligator.
Alligator Loki.
It's
like it's not my fault. You ate the wrong cat. It's like, whose cat did you eat?
Like, but anyway,
but now it's like they're going into like the multiverse and all this stuff. And don't get me wrong, the
personally, I think
the No Way Home Spider-Man.
Yeah, No Way Home Spider-Man was good.
But again, like I have to admit that was because of a huge nostalgia factor. Because
that is true.
Sam Raimi Spider-Man, one of my favorite series of all time. Like I watched that multiple times when I was a kid. I remember we had Spider-Man 1 on DVD. We didn't have Spider-Man 2, but we were about to get it, and this was like right around when Spider-Man 3 was coming out in theaters. So my brother and I were like, "Hey, we're gonna watch Spider-Man 2 before we go see Spider-Man 3."
Mm-hmm.
And then out of nowhere, my dad hit us with, he's like, "Hey, I have some time this weekend. Do you guys just want to go see a movie with me?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay." So he listed 3 options. I don't even remember the other 2 because he listed 2 other options. He goes, "Or we can go see Spider-Man 3." And my brother and I were like, let's go see Spider-Man 3. So, like, we were trying to watch them chronologically, and then as soon as Spider-Man 3 was on the table, we're like, never mind. Let's just throw that out the window.
Personally, I think the second one was the best.
Yeah.
That was the best one of mine. I saw all 3 of them in the theater, so
I think I have, if I remember correctly, I might have the trilogy on my phone. Because I think I bought the trilogy on my phone just from like Apple, not like streaming service.
Yep, I know. There is another underrated, in my opinion, Marvel movie, the original Punisher. When I say original, not the Dolph Lundgren original Punisher, the one that came after that, the one during that early like Spider-Man, Raimi Spider-Man time frame. That one was actually pretty good.
I think I've seen that one.
Yeah, I like that one.
Because I did watch a Punisher movie.
Yeah, that was
Was that the one where he made the son that was pinned like hold out like an explosive all the way out on his arm, and then when it dropped, it blew up.
Yeah.
I actually saw that one.
That one.
And he's like trying to torture this dude, and he's like, "Oh, when you hold a blowtorch like this to your skin, it's like it feels very cold for a moment, but then the nerve endings die."
Yeah.
And then it just touches him with a popsicle. And the guy's like freaking out. He's like, I'll talk. And then just bloop, bops it in his mouth.
That guy was playing.
That, when you think about it, that is like the best interpretation of the carrot and stick method.
Right.
Like, I'm going to whack you, but once you comply, have a treat.
Right.
Like, do what I tell you. No. Bam! Okay, I'll do it. Have a cookie.
Yeah, right.
It's like the actual definition of positive and negative reinforcement.
But yeah, anyway, I like that movie, and so
it's like,
but again, I'm usually a pretty. Here's the thing, I was never I didn't really have a stake in Marvel back then. I didn't read much of the comics. My sister did. She was really into the comics and all that. But
I'm actually more of a DC fan than a Marvel fan.
Right.
But
I prefer DC, or at least back then I used to really prefer DC, especially like Batman, that kind of stuff like that. But
see, the one thing that DC for some reason can't manage to do is make like an actual good movie, like live action movie. Because like Zack Snyder doing the Justice League, right?
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is they have done 1 or 2
Right.
but then they mess it up on the next one. It's like
Right.
It's like they always they like skip a beat. It's
Right.
like, and then
It's
they're
like-
like, oh, what did you do?
It's like, don't do that. Like, Ben Affleck's Batman, in terms of being Batman, like, that Batman was
He's actually pretty good.
pretty good.
I was
Ben
like,
Affleck as Batman is, you know, give or take.
I actually-
take or leave it at that
I actually
point.
was when
I
when I first saw that he was going to be, I was like, and then when I actually saw him as, I'm like, okay,
Yeah, he was okay. But,
he's better than the stinking George Clooney Batman.
Yeah.
So
Robert Pattinson as Batman, that one I was so worried about. Because that one I was like, if he turns on Twilight Boy for this thing, I'm going to be so mad. I was
well,
like,
now I will say this: Ben Affleck played a really good. Okay, so here's the thing about Batman's, right? They all have their own. They're playing a version of Batman,
right.
right?
I did like that version of Batman, though.
Which one?
Ben Affleck's version.
Yeah. So
Because that guy was ruthless.
so he was actually playing as Frank Miller's version of Batman,
Mhm.
like from the Dark Knight series.
Right.
So that's kind of like what he is, right? So and that's kind of how he is in that
Mhm.
that series.
Like, Batman doesn't kill anybody. It's like, yeah, and he rolled a car like 4 times with people
Right.
inside it, and the car exploded. It's
Right,
like,
so-
it was like,
So he does kill people, and actually
or the guy that he sent 2 people to get blown up by a grenade.
even Tim Burton's Batman,
Mhm.
especially the second one, he was killing people.
Yeah.
It's like
I was like, I'm not saying I dislike it, because I'm
it's
like,
here's the thing: the whole killing people was actually a later development.
mhm.
Bob Kane's original Batmans killed people. He actually used a gun
Mhm.
to fight off crime, and then after a while, he's like, more kids are starting to watch this or read this. Maybe we should not do that.
Right.
So as it started going more toward kids, and becoming like the role model kind of character, then it became more, and that's how you end up with the 1960s,
Yeah.
very silly Batman,
Right.
which is why Tim Burton's Batman was such a big hit, was because it was going back to like the darkness of Batman,
Right.
and it was taking what Frank Miller was doing with like Year One.
Mhm.
Because he had just finished Dark Knight, and then he had done Year One.
Right.
And basically, Tim Burton's version was essentially more or less Year One type Batman,
Mhm.
right? But then he ended up going full Tim Burton in the second one, which I love. Media did not back then, and he ended up. They took away the series. He was supposed to be slated for a third film, but then people were like, oh, Batman is for kids. And then they watched the movie and it's like, this is not for kids.
Right.
Like, how dare you make a movie that's dark that's not for kids? It's like,
Right.
it's like, dude, it was like,
Like, we never advertised it was for kids.
it never did. But
But that's the Batman I like.
yeah. So my favorite 2 movies will always be the two Tim Burton movies. Those will always be my favorite.
My favorite for the Batman is definitely the Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. Well, those are good. Those are good.
But Heath Ledger as Joker was like pristine.
Yeah, those are
I love
at least his
Ledger as
version.
Joker.
At least his version of Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not. I was mildly okay with Joaquin Phoenix,
Yeah, that was okay.
but he did a different version.
But I would say Heath Ledger and Jack Nicholson have done the best Jokers. Jack Nicholson did the best like classic Joker, and then Heath Ledger did more of that new age type Joker, where he's like more grounded, kind of
Right.
in reality, but it still feels like Joker.
Yeah.
Without going totally where he doesn't feel like Joker.
Right.
So both in their own right of the types of Jokers they were supposed to be playing, did really well.
Yeah. It's like I got into Marvel movies. I never really read Marvel comics. But yeah, Batman.
And I don't care. Stinking Michelle Pfeiffer is the only Catwoman. Period. Don't worry about it.
Okay. but no, like I've always been more of a DC comic guy, because when you actually like start diving into the lore of both, it's like, holy crap! Like DC has better villains and better superheroes. It's
Yeah.
like,
Oh man, I was
and what's funny is all of DC superheroes can get will get whooped by one DC superhero who's not super.
Right.
Though his power is just absolute supreme intelligence.
Like, I will beat you to death
Yeah.
after I've detected you all this time.
Yeah. And after I've like
world's greatest detective, man.
Yeah. After like I've studied you for however many years and learned every single one of your weaknesses and developed tactics and machines to exploit those weaknesses.
Right?
Literally, and like I can't remember what it is. It's the one where Superman kills Joker. It's like an alternate universe for DC. And Cyborg, I think, takes the side of Superman, and he stands against Batman, and Batman makes him submit because of a virus that he planted the day that they met. So he knew this, like he caught this Cyborg dude. It was like, he's basically a human computer. I'll plant a virus just in case.
Right?
Like, easy.
Yeah, the Batman. Did you ever go watch the animated series?
Yeah.
So that's like my favorite. Of course, it borrowed heavily from Tim Burton's versions.
Right.
But that series there was some good stuff in that series.
Yeah.
Until they did the 4th season of the revamp, I'm like, why would you erase all the good stuff you just did and reboot it? Why would you do that?
Yeah, the animated series, I love that. The Justice League series, the original one, that one.
I even
really
kind of like the Superman series done by the same guys. I like that one too.
Honestly, that was like also another staple of my childhood. I remember I like tried to stay up late so I could watch that.
Yeah, Superman.
Like stay up past bedtime.
I think by the time you were around, the Lois and Clark show was over.
Maybe.
Yeah, because that was a good show.
It's like, yeah, the Justice League, the animated series, Batman, the animated series, Batman Beyond.
Yeah, I like Batman Beyond.
Justice League Ultimate was also pretty good.
I would love for them to do a Batman Beyond movie.
They did.
Did they though?
Yes.
Live action movie?
Not live action,
That's what
but
I mean.
but they did a movie.
Well, obviously they did a feature length film. That's like saying.
Well, you didn't specify live action. Animated movies are still movies. Otherwise, Pixar just wouldn't exist.
Live action. I would like live action film.
It's like Rose get mad at me. It's like, you didn't specify.
Like, you knew what I meant.
No, I did not. That's why I corrected you.
No, I mean, nobody like saying, well, I don't know. It's just when I'm thinking movie, I'm thinking live action. Even I know it's like
why there's literally like 3 companies built around animation and movies.
I know this.
One of the movies we watched for movie night was animated.
Yeah, I get that. That's not what I'm thinking. Sorry, my brain went in a totally different direction than yours. Gosh. No, but seriously, I wish they would make it like a live action Batman Beyond.
So that brings up the question: what actor would you want to see play Terry McGinnis?
Ooh,
I feel like a lot of people are going to say Timothy Chalamet.
I swear, you better not.
Yeah, not Timothy Chalamet.
Because then they're gonna. Timothy Chalamet is gonna play him, and then stinking Dana will be played by stinking Zendaya.
Yeah, probably. Or Tom Holland as Terry McGinnis, and then
no. I don't actually know any like really good up and coming guys right now.
Yeah, because that's the thing, right? Like
actually here's my answer: a no name.
Unknown name.
I would want a no name actor to play him.
Right, just bring in someone. Because the thing is about Terry,
someone that they know is good. Maybe he's done like other things, but he's as of yet a no name actor.
Because here's the thing: I don't know of anyone who's like my age to play. Because remember, Terry McGinnis is like still in high school,
right, when
all this happened. So it's like he needs to be played by a young guy.
Right.
And I know actors like Chris Pratt, John Krasinski, or Ryan Reynolds, or like people are like clearly in their 40s,
right?
So they can't play a teenager.
Yeah. So it'll have to be a younger up and comer.
Yeah, and I don't want not Timothy Chalamet and not Tom Holland.
No. Well,
even though they probably would gravitate toward those two, but not those two.
But at all costs, Michael Keaton should be playing the original Batman. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Wasn't he in Beetlejuice as well?
Yes. And not to mention, Tim Burton should also do the Batman Beyond. Just saying. That's the only way I would watch it.
Mm.
Tim Burton was doing it, and Michael Keaton was the.
Either that or Christopher Nolan, because I think Christopher Nolan did a good.
Yeah, but I don't
with
think
the Dark Knight.
I think he'll. Christopher Nolan's kind of doing his own thing, and I don't think it's. I don't think he had. The thing about Tim Burton is that Tim Burton is still okay with taking risks.
Mm.
Christopher Nolan's no longer in that realm anymore,
Mm.
so he's starting to do the safe bet type
Right.
movies. So now and Tim Burton's has never cared.
Yeah.
He doesn't care if his movies fail. He just does his movies the way
Yeah.
he wants.
Mm.
And if it's successful, great. If it's not, whatever. He doesn't care. He's like, this is my movie. This is what I like. He makes movies for himself.
Yeah.
He really
I mean,
does.
that's pretty good though.
Yeah. So he and that's why. But then when he does get super successful, you end up with things like the was it Wednesday series, and that was a big deal because Tim Burton came up with the good idea of revamping that. So it's
Right.
like, so when he does do well, he does really well,
Yeah.
and when he flops, he really flops. But then, so
He's a go big or go home type
yeah,
of guy.
he's not gonna ever go.
He will always go big or go home. What you don't know is which direction.
Yeah, it'll be a complete flop or it'll be like a crazy success.
Yeah.
So,
That's like, but yeah, I mean, a live action Batman Beyond movie. Who would you hire to play elderly Bruce Wayne?
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, that's just.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry.
Because he's the original Batman.
Yeah.
Well, he's the Batman from 1980s. So
If that's the case, then we need to hire Adam West.
I think he's a little too old now.
I think he's dead.
Is he dead already?
I think he's dead.
You might be right.
I think he's been dead for a few years.
You might be right.
Oh, I will see.
Yeah, he might be dead. I mean, we can conjure him from the dead. From like just do a little seance or something.
Yeah, he died in 2017.
Oh, okay. So he's hasn't been in.
So he's been dead for almost 10 years.
So 10 years. Okay, so Michael Keaton's the guy.
Yeah.
He's the only guy. He's the only other option. And they've already done it. They've already made it to where he's seen as the older Batman in one of their multiverse things.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it's out of the realm of possibility.
Right.
So, but anyway, we've actually been going on pretty long now.
Yeah.
So
Honestly, I was probably going to suggest we want to do a part 1 and part 2.
maybe
Because we've been, granted, when we start talking nerd,
Mhm.
like, these conversations go on forever.
forever.
Yeah. And
So-
we'll see how many views this video gets, because
Yeah.
the last one was a little controversial, so everybody lit us up. All of like
Good.
38.
Good. But yeah, this one's not controversial. Well, I don't know. It might be controversial for some people.
I don't know. You talk comic books and a bunch of nerds.
It's like,
you make somebody mad.
it's like, actually.
He's like, actually, Iron Man's better than Batman. It would beat Batman. No, he wouldn't.
Right, never.
Yeah, it's like, because again, we have kind of like a counterpart in DC to Iron Man, and that would be Cyborg. And
It's like
he planted a virus day one, so all he's got to do is take over Tony Stark's frame.
Iron Man's PTSD makes him weaker. Batman's makes him stronger.
Yep.
He feeds off PTSD
And then gives it to you.
and then gives it to you.
Bro,
You're gonna feel his PTSD as well.
he won't kill you.
You're gonna feel it.
He will break every bone in your body and bend you like a pretzel, and then be like, "Now talk."
That's right.
And you're like,
It's like, I don't know anything. I swear to God, swear to me.
"Oh man."
All right.
It's like, from this height, the fall wouldn't kill me. He's like, "Yeah, no." Just
Like,
let him go.
Duh.
Like, that's the plan.
All right.
So, but yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Let us know what you think about this video, and if who's your. I'm gonna get so much flack.
Which Batman would win in another fight with other Batmans?
It's like I'm gonna get so much flack, but I hope you know the meme I'm referencing. What's your favorite Marvel superhero? Mine is Superman. Remember the motto? With great power comes great responsibility. Do you remember that meme?
I do.
Okay, good. Because I felt like if I didn't explain it, people would think I'm serious. I was like, I know where the meme comes from. She embarrassed herself.
Oh my word.
Everyone's like, there is so much wrong with what you just said. I don't even know where to start.
It's like, hold up. But anyway.
But yeah.
We will do a part 2 of just talking about more nerd stuff.
Yeah. Or maybe, because I don't know how long this video is, but maybe just cut this one down the middle.
Cut it down.
And then we'll do a part 1 and part 2. Because if this video ends up being like 2 hours, I don't think people are going to sit through that.
Well.
But, hey, we geeked out. So, but seriously, let us know what version of Batman you think is the best. Maybe what's your favorite superhero. And yes, I know Superman is DC and not Marvel.
I want to know
Spider-Man.
Of all the Batman's versions, which Batman would beat the other Batmans?
Yeah, which Batman would win?
Which Batman? We want to know.
Are we considering like a lot of the animated movies from like HBO?
All of it.
All of them?
All of
okay.
It. Whatever version.
Yeah, put it in the comments.
Yeah, which
and
version?
Let us know. And we'll go from there.
I'm going to say it's going to be the, what was it, the Batman.
The Batman?
Yeah, not the movie, the one that just came out, the live action. But the Batman anime style one with the really crazy looking Joker and all that.
Which one? There's a couple
I'll have
like
to show
that.
it to you. I'll
yeah.
show you what I'm talking about.
There's quite a few that are like that.
I'll have to show it.
Yeah. So, yeah. Later, guys.
Laters.